one time you were on a 6-foot boulder.
Mm-hmm.
And then
oh yeah, you hated that.
We needed you to get down, and you just kind of like froze. You were like, I can't do it.
Not like the boulder.
I am afraid of falling from a height that would severely injure me. I'm not afraid of heights. I'll go to the top of a tower, but I won't get on top of anything.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. Fasten those seatbelts and strap in. We'll get you to those margaritas ASAP.
Hola, bonjour. Ciao bella mesdames et monsieur. Salam and salam.
All right. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
Whoa, good y'all.
Thanks.
Are you a y'all guy?
He ain't a y'all guy. Yeah, what was that?
I'm trying to become a y'all guy.
I cannot be a y'all guy. You're Chinese and Bostonian. That ain't y'all.
Hey, how are you? Welcome back to Drop a Pin. We got Nick and KB on the plane today, and we're going to be talking about Minnesota, the land of 10,000 lakes and way more Somali immigrants, the perfect getaway for an East African wakeboarder. That is KB's line that he uses in the intro to our latest Rediscovering America episode. I think that's my favorite intro line you have ever had.
Oh, thank you.
It's great.
I don't think there is actually more Somali immigrants than lakes. I think 10,000 lakes is a vast understatement. I think they have way more.
Really? It's just like a marketing thing?
Yeah, it just sounds good.
Okay, because I read that it's like they actually have 11,000 lakes, but not like much more.
Oh.
And they definitely have more than 11,000 Somali immigrants.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wait.
I would think so.
Yeah.
But because it's like, as we have learned from Brandon Walker, a lake.
80 to 84,000.
84,000.
Oh, shit.
But still more Somali immigrants.
Yeah, I would think so.
I guess people are smaller than lakes.
It also,
Yeah.
like, it made me
Yeah.
curious. Like, have some of the Somali immigrants in Minnesota kind of started to adopt Minnesota lake culture?
Like wakeboarding and
Yeah.
pontoon.
I don't know. Are they pirating?
Yeah, or are they just kind of still afraid of the water because they just associate any body of water with pirates?
I don't want to make vast assumptions.
Yeah.
I don't want to make assumptions. I think they could probably do some. They probably do some water sports.
I would like to think so. We did not do any water sports when we were up there because it was kind of late fall. But, I mean, a pretty enjoyable time. My first time in the state ever.
Mine too.
Same.
Same?
Yeah, that was my first time. Well, our first stop was Duluth, no?
Yeah, our first stop was Duluth, but we were only there for maybe a couple hours.
Yeah.
Which we spent in an Accordion Museum.
Which makes sense because that's where Bob Dylan's from.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Bob Dylan never played the accordion. He played
he did.
harmonica, though.
He was an accordion guy.
For real?
Oh,
yeah.
Are you sure about
Look it
that?
up, Sam. He's got a
Did-
Grammy for it.
Wait, did
He's got a
I
Grammy
thought
For
he
an
was-
accordion?
Yeah, I think it was from 1956.
I feel like you're thinking of the harmonica, but
I'm not.
Oh wow, the complete history of Bob Dylan and the accordion. Yeah.
Well, I'll be.
Well.
Boom.
I would accept your apology, written or verbal.
Yes, I'm
Right.
sorry. But yeah, they have the world's largest accordion museum. The curator of it hated Nick.
Hated
which
my
was
guts.
Great to see.
Is there a stereotype about Minnesotans? Are they supposed to be nice?
Yeah, Minnesota nice is a phrase.
No,
Yeah.
not true.
I think Wisconsin nice is more authentic. Minnesotans are maybe trying to just live up to that reputation, and it's more forced. I don't know.
The old woman that worked at the Accordion Museum loathed me. And I don't know how much is making the video.
Oh, I think I think probably all of it.
Yeah,
but-
probably
The
all
video
of it.
won't do it justice. She fucking hated you.
I don't know why.
Why? What?
Kind of was apathetic toward me. Liked Donnie.
Loved Donnie because Donnie asked a good question. I don't know. I think I was dressed as Bob Dylan-ish. And maybe she had a run-in with him. Maybe she didn't like Bob Dylan. I don't know. That's my thought.
Yeah, I mean, so at one point, one of her accordion students was like, "Hey, Nick, if you want to try playing, I'll give you a quick little lesson." So they were on stage. Nick was slowly learning how to play the accordion, and
You
she
could see like me getting better by the second. This guy was a
Yeah.
good teacher. I was playing Stairway to Heaven.
and Nick was genuinely enjoying
It
himself.
felt like the vibrations felt good against my penis.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be like a tear-jerking, wholesome moment. You were playing well. You were learning on the spot. And what did she say?
And then the lady was like, "This is a waste of our time."
She got. She had.
Were they that busy at the Accordion Museum?
No. She was
People-
just like,
they get
I could be
no
showing you
visitors.
cool accordions that we have here. I could be giving you a tour of the museum. It's a waste of our time just watching Nick struggle with the accordion.
Waste of your time.
I know.
Yeah.
How many people play the accordion?
You think you want to develop more passion for the instrument.
Yeah, I liked it so much. I was like picturing like I could be the face of accordions.
Easily.
And
Get that
There's
done
no
under 10 days.
competition.
Well, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
And no, she destroyed my dream. And then I thought they were messing with me. They were like, "Hey, she says you're wasting our time and you're not getting better." I'm like, "Oh, all right, very funny." She was like, "No, I said that." She like doubled down. Didn't like me.
But that will be one of the best scenes in the video, I think. It was
No, I loved it.
hilarious. I'm glad we captured it all on camera. But yeah, we didn't have a lot of time to explore Duluth. I've heard it's a great place to be during the summer. Very cold, long winters, but it's cool. It's
I
right
liked
there.
the look of it.
Yeah.
It looked amazing.
Is
I
it on
loved
Lake Superior?
Yes.
It is? Okay.
And then Superior, Wisconsin is across a little narrow section of the lake, I think. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it was beautiful. It was like mountains, a lot of
They had
homes on
some
ridges.
rolling hills.
It looked like a town you
ridges.
really want to look at. It's a perfect VR town.
Oh,
Yeah. It's got a cool little harbor. It used to be where all the like iron ore was like would come in on barges, I think.
It reminded me of like the maritime provinces of Canada, which are also great to just look at. I'm sure to visit too.
I've been meaning to get to the maritime provinces. Which
Do you have like top VR towns?
There's a lot of locations. I love going to New Mexico.
really, my older brother lives there.
It's just like you're
cool.
just in the vast desert, and then like when a little town pops up, or even Albuquerque.
Yeah, I mean Albuquerque gets a very bad rap. I think just from
Drugs?
Breaking Bad,
Yeah.
and then it's known to have a lot of crime. But my brother lives in like a small little town right outside of Albuquerque that is actually quite nice.
Las Vegas.
He did live in Las Vegas,
Yeah.
and then he moved to Corrales. But yeah, it's a cool area. But we're here to talk about Minnesota.
Yeah.
goddammit. We'll bring you back for a New Mexico episode, though,
I had nothing more.
in the future. From there, we headed down to Minneapolis. We were pretty much in Minneapolis for the rest of the episode. Have you ever been to Minneapolis?
Yeah.
What brought you there?
I played in this golf tournament that was 100 holes in one day.
What?
Yeah. Like you just kept going until as many as you possibly could.
Charity competition.
Yeah, it was a charity competition
Okay.
thing. It was really fun. But I went and did like went to Prince's house and stuff like that. It was great. I thought it was awesome. I thought it was a great city.
When'd you go?
June-ish, June or
Oh,
July.
this.
Oh no. Probably 3 years ago.
Okay.
Is that so pre-COVID or post-COVID?
I think it was like
Be post.
at maybe at the very end of it.
Okay. Because like a lot of what I heard is that like the downtown area of Minneapolis, like when we were there, it seemed very dead. And everybody I've asked to, they're like, ever since the riots, because that's where kind of the George Floyd
Yes, it
riots
was after that.
kicked off.
Yeah.
They're like, the whole downtown area has just been really kind of quiet and dead.
I didn't mind that. Like so when I went, my buddy, he said the same thing. He's like, this place used to be the nightlife spot that everybody would go out like on a Friday night. I went out on a Friday night and there was like 8 people in this restaurant that I was at, and I didn't mind that at all.
I guess
Quiet,
like
just
I'm
hanging
not
out.
looking for
Yeah.
a raucous scene.
Yeah, it was great for me.
There's something about like you kind of still want an energy around you. Mm-hmm. Then that's like for me that was the deterrent. It was so empty and just joyless.
But even the Mall of America was just like, there were no groups of people. It was just everybody on their own, which was
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah, we didn't see like larger crowds of people than maybe like 3.
It's a
or
crewless
4
town.
people.
It was the first
crews.
crewless town I've ever
Yeah,
seen.
there were
was
no
a
crews.
crewless town. It was a laughless town. I never like just caught glimpses
You were dressed up as
of people
Prince the
chuckling.
entire time, and nobody batted an eye at you.
No.
Yeah, at least in downtown Minneapolis. At one point, we went to a bar kind of on the outskirts of the city for a meat raffle, and the people there were very
That was
joyous.
lovely.
and
That
they were-
was great.
They were laughing.
An
They were.
older
we
suburban
can't skip over
crowd.
what a meat raffle is.
Oh, absolutely not. I mean, that
It's
was
like any other meat raffle.
Yeah.
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 I mean,
Traditional.
it's a very signature part of Minnesota culture. There's bars all over the place will hold meat raffles once or twice a week, and you get in line, you buy a couple spots on a board, and then they randomly pick a number which corresponds to one of the spots, and whoever has that number wins meat. And each round is a different cut of meat up for grabs.
Does everybody walk away with meat no matter what?
Well, it's like people
don't
are
go
there to
meatless.
eat and drink at the bar, and then you can also participate in the meat raffle on the side.
Yeah.
Is it meat that's cooked there, or you bring it home?
No,
Raw meat.
no, just
Raw
packaged meat. And I think they were saying pot roast was always like a very
The
popular.
meatballs, the hamburger. The hamburger was always
The
huge.
hamburger, because it's so variable,
Yeah.
versatile. You can make a lot of things with it. They would have these breakfast packs that just had sausage and bacon. You could get bacon wrapped chicken thighs. They had a wide variety of steaks.
Yeah, we won steaks. Mm-hmm. By we,
Yeah.
I mean me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I won
Nick-
4 steaks.
Yeah, you won 4 steaks. You actually,
You won once.
Yeah, but it was a pack of 4 steaks.
Oh, you did.
yeah. So
we won too, right?
no,
Oh,
we never won.
did
So you
not.
pay and you can walk away with nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's just so each spot on the board is $2. So most people will buy 3 spots each round. But
If you win
you might
3
just never win.
times, they make you wear a pig hat
Yes,
because you're a piggy. You're a greedy pig.
you're a meat hog.
You're a meat hog. That's what it was.
Yeah. If you ever win 3 times in one night,
Can you bow out or no?
Yeah, yeah. You don't have to throw your number
That's
in for
enough
every
meat,
every
yeah.
piece of meat.
Oh
No,
well, I
but
think
if you do win 3 times in a row, you have to wear the pig hat, and you are the meat hog.
And you're kind of scorned, because people
Being
are
the
doing.
meat- but
know if you're scoring.
It's got to be worth it. Being the meat hog for a night.
Yeah,
There were some people
Yeah.
that were close. There were some 2-time winners.
my favorite moment, maybe one of my favorite moments of Rediscovering America history happened. They kind of gave us the reins, and Nick came up with that idea to do a honor system.
We couldn't take our meat with us, so
Yeah.
we were decided to give it away. So
and we were
probably the
how,
first ever.
How should we give it away? Our first idea was to go into the parking lot and play heads or tails,
with the meat.
and then
Yeah.
just.
Yeah, which is a great
Flip it.
idea as well.
But then,
Ingenious.
but then you were like, if we do that, we're probably just going to ruin the meat, and
Yeah.
that'll be sad that having to hand ruin meat to someone. So you had the idea of the first ever honor system raffle.
Yeah, so everybody would think of a number, and then I would say a number. And if
that
they
was
were
the
thinking
number-
of the number, they got the meat. And guess how many rounds we had to go?
How many?
it was 1 to 100.
Yeah, 1 to 100 to a room of 30 people, 40 people, probably more. But this woman, I don't know if I believe her, because I was just 61, and she shot her hand up. I was thinking that. And I was like, all right. Were you actually? She said, I swear.
That would never happen in Wisconsin.
No, you're right. You're right.
No.
She said, I swear. And then you asked
I
her.
asked, who is this with you? She said, that's my husband. I said, do you swear on his life? And she instantly said yes.
You got to believe her.
I guess. I still don't know if I believe her.
No, she was not thinking 6. She wasn't thinking anything. I could tell by the look in her eyes, the dead look.
And then so she got the meat.
Yeah, she just needed meat.
Yeah, so that was good. That was good.
Yeah.
It's also a big. Those bars all do the pool tabs. The
Pull tabs,
Pull
yes.
tabs. Yeah.
I guess that's big in Wisconsin as well, because Big Cat would always play those in college, I think.
Yeah. I didn't quite get it. It's it's kind of like a scratch off, but you rip the tabs off.
Yeah.
Have you seen those? You buy a roll. There's a counter that looks like the prize stand at a Dave and Buster's, and you choose what tabs you want, and then it's kind of complex. Maresh did 100 of them. I think he won $5.
Yeah, I mean, I don't
Oh yeah, didn't they do that a
old
lot
school.
at when you guys would do the Super Bowl in Minnesota? Didn't
Probably.
they
I
do
wasn't
that? They
there.
were all over the floor.
Probably.
Barstool Radio.
Probably. Yeah.
I think
seedy
Dan bought
and
1,000 of them
Yep.
or something.
Yeah, those.
That's what they
Oh,
look
yeah.
like. You just
Yeah.
And you have to do some sort of formula to figure out how much you win, and then turn in your card there. And that was there was a big line for that as well.
Yeah.
But I didn't do any of that. Just meat.
Yeah, I think the meat raffle is going to be the only food-related scene in this episode because we went to a place called Matt's Bar, which is famous for inventing the Juicy Lucy, which is a hamburger just with the cheese.
Oh, the lava cheese on the inside, right?
Yeah, the cheese is cooked on the inside. We went and filmed there, and like the manager on duty, he signed the release forms and stuff. And then he sent me a DM the next day. He's like, "Hey, my like boss found out that like I let you guys film here, and she's not happy. So you might want to reach out to her because I don't want to get fired." And so I reached out to her and I was like, "Hey, if you want to take a look at the cut, like you can have final say of what we use and what we don't use." And she was like, "You guys did not have permission to film my bar." She at one point like threatened to get her lawyers.
Yeah. Wait, so we're not including any scenes from
No, we're
Matt's
not.
part? Okay, it was a very mediocre burger. There was nothing special about it. The novelty of the cheese inserted in the patty was more of a nuisance.
It burnt you and it squirted.
It just
It did.
It just exploded, scalding ooze into your mouth.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, cheese is good, but you could have put that on top.
Yeah, it was like a soup dumpling. I don't know if you guys have ever tried them.
Yeah.
But with soup dumplings, you got to wait for them to cool off because if you try to bite into it, it
Yeah.
will squirt scalding hot soup all
Like
over
a
your face.
pizza roll burger.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. I blame White Sox Dave because the manager overheard White Sox Dave when he signed really quick the release, and Dave was just like, he has no idea what he just did or something like that.
He was like, I love how we just like make people just sign their lives
That's
away.
what it was. Yeah.
And I was like,
wait,
Dave, what are you talking about? But no, I think he was just like, he just mentioned to his boss that like, oh, some people came in and filmed, and then I guess she's had bad experiences with media in the past, but the segment was only going to be positive.
Yeah, we said they were very good. I think the hang up was there's a big debate over who was the original Juicy Lucy, and there's another bar called the 5-8 Club.
The 5-8 Club where Chef Donnie just filmed
They were
content
very
there.
accommodating to him. it seemed.
Yep.
So that makes me think that they're the original because like they were saying at the Matt's bar we were at, they were saying that they're the original. So maybe that could get them in hot water.
It's very contentious.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't Lucy spelled wrong?
Yeah.
Juicy.
Juicy is spelled wrong.
With no I.
No I. So it's
Jucy.
Yep. Lucy. And they were just, I think like the boss did say if you had like reached out a week before, went through the proper channels, like we'd be having a different conversation.
Cheeseburger.
Yeah,
It's a cheeseburger. And I was going to let her have final say on like what we use in the video. It was just going to be free promo. And I thought the burger was good after I let it cool down. I got a little too excited. I took a bite like immediately when it was served to me,
But a burger is something
screamed
you
at the top of my lungs.
crave, and you want it instantly.
Yeah.
There's no time to wait 20 minutes.
Is it one you should cut in half before?
But you're going to lose all of it.
Lose it all,
You know, the ooze, the exploding
It
ooze.
sounds like the worst kind of sandwich to me. I hate getting my hands messy.
It was messy. It was really
like
messy.
No, agreed.
Like
I hate
a
when
buffalo chicken sandwich.
the thing I hold shouldn't be covered in things that
Right.
come off and stick to my
Exactly.
fingers.
I can't that's why I don't like buffalo wings like that are super saucy.
Yeah,
I
I
hate
go dry rub.
I like when they're
rub.
dry.
I hate my hands getting all wet.
Yeah, I don't want to judge.
It might be the thing I'm the biggest pussy about in my life, honestly.
That
is
is some pussy
hands get
shit.
dirty.
Yeah, it does. Yep.
I think that's autism.
No, I hate having to
You're
use
pussy.
a napkin every 5 minutes.
Oh yeah. My table is littered with napkins.
Well,
just
some
thinking
wings
that.
places they'll serve plastic gloves with the wings.
Really?
Which are great.
That's too much.
Yeah,
I don't
I don't
wear
put
gloves.
gloves. You gotta-
It
yeah.
feels weird
Get
to put
beat
gloves.
up in the
You should
parking
never
lot.
put
Yeah.
I
gloves
saw
on.
you in those gloves.
Yeah,
you
then your
pussy.
hands get like really sweaty
Yeah.
when you're
No, I'm
wearing
not
those
for
plastic
that.
like
gloves.
a low country boil.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's kind of like
crawfish.
a gusher in meat form.
That's what they said, yeah.
A meat gusher.
You know, I don't want to judge people on how they treat us because we're dudes in costumes with 3 cameras.
Oh, yeah.
And we're making jokes. So, but it's something about the Minnesota trip, like people had this like guard up.
So people are very
Compared to
very
other
on edge.
places.
And
I'll
I
say-
think we do a good job of like when people are like interacting with us, it's more of us making fun of ourselves than the
Oh, yeah,
thing
yeah,
we're
for sure.
doing. And then people will drop their guard pretty quickly. Minnesota, no.
Typically. And I was thinking, like, compared to Wisconsin, do you think it has anything to do with professional sports success? Because Wisconsin has the Packers.
Minnesota has to be the most
Bucks.
tortured. People always say like Cleveland is the most tortured sports city. It's Minnesota.
Break,
I think, by a
break
large
it
margin.
down. Like
Minnesota, though, in our lifetime, or at least mine, they have World Series win.
One.
not,
The
that
Twins,
was when,
right?
That was
35 years ago.
But
Yeah,
the
it
star
was a
player on that
while.
team, didn't he do some
Yeah.
pretty fucked up shit? Kirby Puckett?
Kirby Puckett was
Did
fucked
he?
up.
I think he
yeah.
did some
I love
fucked up
that
shit.
name.
Yeah.
What
Like
did he
an-
do?
I think
Like
it was
beat
some
his
woman
wife or
shit. Can you
something?
look it up?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he
Kirby Puckett.
It was actually
Arrested.
it's the Mall of America curse, right? The like
no championship since the Mall of America was built.
No team has even played in a championship.
Yeah.
and they
Yeah,
built the Mall of
domestic
America
violence.
over their original baseball arena.
Is that?
Stadium.
Oh, really? I
Yeah,
didn't know
because
that.
when we were walking through Mall of America, they just had like a brass home plate on the ground.
That's right. It was right by the Bikini Bottom rock bottom roller coaster.
Yes, in SpongeBob Land. But yeah, that was the site of the original baseball stadium.
All right.
Did you guys see? I was grinning ear to ear in the Mall of America.
The Mall of
I
America
loved
was
that
awesome.
shit.
The theme park, extremely cool.
Yeah,
Small food court for the Mall of America.
It had
There has to be multiple.
There has
right?
to be multiple.
There was two on either side, but they were both like very average food.
Pretty
courts.
basic.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, they and
Teriyaki chicken on a stick, obviously.
That was
somewhere.
there. We
Yep.
did jerk chicken on a stick.
yeah, I got some.
But yeah, it was pretty basic.
And then like there are some cool things they have there, which we did not get to check out, but they have an aquarium, which may have been cool. We were mainly just in the amusement park because we met up with probably the most famous person we have ever come across in these videos, the Queen Shell Spinner.
The most viral by a long shot.
Have you ever heard of the Queen Shell Spinner?
No.
So she's just famous for going on the Shell Shock ride in the theme
Teenage
park.
Mutant Ninja Turtle ride.
Yeah, and she does like an insane amount of spins on the ride each time. See if we can bring up a video. Yep, boom.
And she,
That's
like
her.
these are people will film her and get millions of likes.
So she
Yeah,
goes on this
likes.
ride, and the whole time it's going around, she's just spinning.
She was very nice.
She does this every day?
Every single day, 500 spins a day.
Look at that.
They have to service because she does the same one every
There's the
time.
one that goes to, yeah, that's her spot.
Yeah, and they have to service it more. I was reading because she just like gets on and starts going.
So she has to stop now. They won't let her start spinning until the ride starts going because she would start spinning before the ride starts going.
She loves it.
At first, I was like, "Oh, that's like a cute, fun little
Hobby.
stim."
Yeah.
And then I tried it.
She gave us a lesson on flat ground, and she was like, lean and push, and we were like, okay, it'll spin. Look at her go compared to everybody else. And
It
so
was so hard.
we did a competition, all three of us versus her. And she got cocky when it started. She knows how to like stop it upside down. She gave the camera like peace signs. So how many spins did she do on that one?
17 maybe?
Oh no, I think it was like 70.
70.
Oh. 60 something or
61
70? Yeah.
maybe. I think she averages like 70 spins per ride.
Yep.
And we did a total of 8. All of us combined.
How long has she been doing this?
She said for a few years.
Yeah, like she said pretty much since the ride opened. Yeah, so KB got a strong 0 spins.
I went in there. I was like, I'm gonna be the humorous asshole who blows her out of the water.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I fucking lift 5 days a week.
Yeah.
I'll just spin forever. 0. I couldn't. I don't know if it was strength, momentum.
I think the
fear.
ride was scary.
It was also really
It
scary.
was a scary ride. Yeah.
Yeah. And I maybe got 1, but honestly, I don't even recall doing a full tilt. But Nick definitely got a strong 7.
I did, but they were
But it took
slow
you-
spin.
We all took a. I never did it, but it's hard.
Yeah.
Very hard. And I was impressed with Nick. Nick just won this whole trip. He won the meat raffle. He won
Yeah.
the shell spinner.
I won the spam packaging as well.
Oh, yep.
Did.
Yeah. Lest we forget.
Yeah. But if you are in Minnesota, just,
She'll be there.
yeah.
And she's very nice. I talked to her. I was like, hey, you should start making T-shirts because like probably 5 or 6. We were with her for maybe an hour.
Yeah.
Probably 5 or 6 people came up to ask for a photo.
Yeah.
And she would like, she's a local legend. And
Yeah.
I was like, you should make some T-shirts, something. And she's like, nah. She just wants to spin.
For the love of the game.
She just wants to spin.
Yep. She arrives at the mall every day around noon and will spin for 2 to 3 hours.
It's a good workout, honestly. Like if it's what you guys are saying,
There's like probably some core. Yeah.
Maybe it benefits. No, I won't say anything. The women body. I don't know.
You think women are better at
They have
spinning?
the hips for it. I don't know.
I don't know.
They're better at giving birth.
Yeah, right. They're probably better at spinning on the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle ride.
Yeah. And it also might just be the seat that she gets in is like extra loose because we were not in the same seat as her.
Yeah, mine was tight.
I was afraid. I had my eyes closed the whole time. It went too high and too fast.
But not like far from the scariest thing you've done in Rediscovering America.
No.
That would probably be the outhouse, would you say?
Dude, maybe just going to Florida.
Yeah, being in Florida. For
Being
10
in Florida
days.
was scary.
Yeah. We stayed at one motel along the highway and like
It was a Howard Johnson motel, and there was a dude. I woke up in the morning just asleep against my door.
Where at in Florida?
We were all over. We were in that was like near Ocala, Central Florida.
I think at some point we were probably near your mom's house because we focused on non-coastal Florida, and that's
I mean, if you're just north of Ocala, that's like right where my mom lives.
yeah.
By Gainesville or
Yes, Stark.
sorry, just the name. The name sounds
No,
depressing.
it is. The only thing, like, if you look up things to do in Stark, it's to go visit someone in the state penitentiary.
Oh,
Like, that's
okay.
about it.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Like
Florida.
50% of the local like economy is from the prison.
Yeah,
It's one of those kind of towns.
One of those.
Real nice.
Yeah, I believe it.
Great Hungry Howie's though, in this gas
Ooh,
station.
the
on
crust is
301.
flavored.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
That was KB's delivery job.
Oh, nice.
What is Hungry Howie's?
It's like a cheap pizza place. It's like Little Caesars for people with class.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they flavor the crust.
You could choose what flavor you want your crust to be.
Best Hawaiian pizza there is.
No
what are,
kidding?
What are the
Yeah.
crust flavor options? Because that sounds pretty awesome.
You could do like
Parmesan.
buffalo
Parmesan
crust.
garlic,
Parmesan's the
garlic,
star.
cheddar.
Would you agree?
Oh yes. Well, I like Parmesan anything.
Nice.
I like Hungry Howie's.
Because this episode will come out after Rediscovering drops, we do need to talk about one of the worst surprises of all time. And I'm not saying that we like weren't surprised. We were very surprised, but it just I just watched the clip. It's kind of so White Sox Dave showed up. He met us at the world's second largest ball of twine in Minnesota.
Did you
Largest
guys-
spun by one man.
Before you continue, did you guys know that he was going to go?
No.
No.
Okay,
Not
because
at
he texted me like 3 days before you were supposed to go. He was like, "Hey, did Donnie happen to give you like his recording schedule of where they'll be in Minnesota?" I was like, "Dave, why the fuck would he do that?" I was like, "One, do you think he has that written down? And two, why would he give it to me?
Chaps,
I'm not going."
you got to see this.
He was like, "I'm gonna try to meet him at this place. It's gonna be hilarious."
Yeah.
So here's the thing. It's like I did not know he was going to be there, but I was also the one who invited him there. So
Oh yeah, because you were drunk or something. Right?
yeah, 2 weeks prior, me and White Sox Dave were at a bar. This was maybe like 11:30 p.m. or midnight, and I was pretty sauced up. And he was asking me, he was like, "Dude, like I know you guys are going back on the road for Rediscovering America. If there is any way for me to get involved, I'd love to." And I was like, "Yeah, I don't know. Like I'm not sure if we have the budget to like fly you out there." And I really didn't know what we were doing at that point, too. The only thing we had kind of like set in stone at that point was going to the world's largest ball of twine. So I just like
that's where he said he
jokingly
was
was
gonna meet
like,
me. Yeah.
"Dude, if you want to meet us at the world's largest ball of twine in 2 weeks, be my guest." And he was like, I will. And I was like, there's zero chance you're even going to remember this conversation and meet us there. Yeah. I mean, if you want to show up. And I completely forgot we even had that conversation. And then we're just like talking to the curator of it. Or we're talking to the mayor of that town.
Yes.
White Sox Dave just waltzes up dressed as Babe the Blue Ox.
and it was like I don't know how it's going to convey in video, but like we just kind of like looked and then just kept doing our thing.
Yeah. None of us expected him whatsoever. I think we were so. When you're at the ball of twine on like the last day of
He didn't
Rediscovering
text you guys
America.
or anything.
No.
So he shows up in a blue sweatsuit and horns.
And we were so. I think we were all emotionally numb. being at a twine ball in the cold weather, like on hour
as
4.
one is.
We just did the museum tour of the twine
But
ball.
this is like towards the end of it, and I'm like, I'm running out of twine questions, and this guy still has a lot of twine facts to give.
Was that lady pissed at you too?
This was a guy.
this was a guy.
And probably because we brought up like the reason people aren't making twine balls anymore is because porn exists now.
Yeah. So you ask him, you're like, why aren't people doing this these days? Like, having a goal of making the world's largest ball of twine. And he was like, I really don't know. And KB's just like, porn.
It's porn.
And then
that
we're
was like honestly an
porn.
academic thought out answer. I think
Yeah.
like porn and short form video pleasures.
Yeah.
No one's gonna try to do that.
As soon as porn became very, very accessible, I think feats started
People
dying
stopped
off.
doing feats, especially novelty feats like the largest something.
It's kind of the beauty of Barstool After Dark.
Yeah, it happens every week.
Yeah.
Feats are back.
Feats
Yep.
are back.
But so something we learned about the largest ball of twine is that a lot of people think it was the twine that killed that guy, because I think he spun it for close to 20 years, and he was just slowly breathing in the twine fibers, and then he died of some sort of lung disease.
The town is very, very proud of how
Emphysema.
spherical it is. The other balls of twine kind of get a little fat.
Yeah.
This one it's a nice sphere.
I'll say it's a perfect circle, and like for a man-made thing, like it's pretty incredible.
Yeah.
Don't they call it like the Egyptian pyramid of twine?
It would, yeah, they
I
do
would
say
s-
that.
I could see
Weird
them
Al has a
saying
song
that.
about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Weird Al's really what put it on the map. Quickly back to White Sox Dave.
Sure.
So, I guess we fly him out there. He got a hotel that night, a rental car, and then in the scene, because he stayed with us for the rest of the time we were at the world's largest ball of twine, I think he only has one line of dialogue.
Really? Dude, we should cut it.
That would be funny.
That's an out of order little fun thing we do. He's been in a few of them. He's never had a line.
Yeah, he has one question. You know what? It was actually a pretty good question. I completely forget what it is. I have to look it up. But I was looking at the scene yesterday. But yes, he does ask one semi-intelligent question, and that's about it.
I think Dave's a guy who likes to learn.
And I think the
Yeah.
reason that Dave was so excited about meeting us there, I guess his dad has been obsessed with this exact ball of
Yeah.
twine for his whole life.
Oh, I didn't know that.
He experienced like a relationship renaissance with his dad over that trip.
Yeah.
Well, that's
'Cause-
beautiful.
So did he actually visit that in the past with his dad? Because
They always talked about it. It was like on their bucket list.
Yeah, because growing up, his family would try to do one road trip each year or something, and they would love to stop at just random roadside attractions and oddities. And I guess this was his dad's like white whale.
And it's pretty
pretty easy to get to.
achievable.
I know.
Yeah.
His dad's like, no, I'm too old.
I can't-
I missed my window.
Yeah, it's done. I failed it. I failed.
I had one.
I mean,
goal
how
in
far
life.
is the drive from here?
I mean, we did the drive back.
It wasn't horrible.
No. I feel like Dave and his dad just have to do that some weekend.
A day.
Yeah, they could do it in a day. So that's why like Dave got really excited when he heard we were going there, because him and his dad have always been like, one day, son, one day.
Then I
will
thought he'd
take
be
you."
in the rest of the video. I didn't see him again until after that.
Nope.
I think his flight was that night.
Yeah. So he flew out super early the following morning. So he came, we filmed the ball of twine, we grabbed a Juicy Lucy. That scene's being completely cut.
Yeah, right.
And then the following morning he was gone. But I mean the reason I think like he wanted to make a cameo is that he has made 2 cameos in prior vids, which have been great.
Yeah.
When we were in Detroit, he joined us for a tour of a cemetery that we received from this woman, Sahara Dodge. And one of my favorite moments of the whole series, Sahara Dodge ends up telling him that he might be the reincarnation of Hitler.
Uh-huh.
And this is right after we had all smoked a bowl of her.
We'd
So
all
it was
smoked.
like imagine like you're getting high, you're with this random lady, Sahara Dodge, and then you find out that you might be Hitler.
I was pretty uncomfortable there because we were
That
doing
really
this
harsh
and
the
like
buzz.
we were finding out who our souls used to belong to, and we were all pretty prominent people.
Yeah.
Who were you? Do you remember?
I think I was like
Aretha Franklin.
No, I was somebody from the Bible. I had a biblical
wow.
soul.
You do have like a Shadrach kind of vibe.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Who is Shadrach?
Oh, him and his boys, Meshach and Abednego, they got thrown into the lion's den.
Is this the New Testament?
Old
Testament
Yeah, that's your
Shadrach,
stomping grounds.
Bendigo?
Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego.
Dude, what?
Oh, yeah.
I feel like I vaguely know
long
of like
time
most
stool.
of
The lion didn't attack
the Old
them?
Testament.
Huh?
Did the lion not attack them because of their
Not attack them,
belief in
yeah.
God?
Yeah. They weren't scared. They wouldn't recant. They're the original 95 Theses guys that refused to recant their faith.
We met this woman at a place where the guy is like a mushroom tea shop, and the guy also found a body on his property.
Yeah, we filmed with the guy, and some people were like, I don't know if you should have done that. He's kind of problematic because he found a dead person on his property and like maybe didn't try to save the person while he was still alive. I don't know.
There was that, but we met a woman there, and then she said Dave was Hitler, like as like a funeral was happening pretty close by.
Yeah. So we met this woman at the psychedelic tea shop or whatever, and then she was like, "Hey, like I'm very passionate about the cemeteries in Detroit. If you guys want to tour the next morning," and
She was wearing a clown mask too.
Yeah, so at the
You
time,
got to take her up on that.
Yeah.
Yep.
That was crazy of us.
Sahara Dodge, might be.
Do you still have her number?
I think probably yes.
Let's make sure she's all right.
She's
I
someone
do.
that you could call and she wouldn't ask why.
All right, I'll call her.
Yeah, that's what I
Person you are
thought.
trying to reach is not accepting calls at this time.
Probably didn't pay her
Please try
cricket
your
bill.
call
Yep.
again later.
Yep. Yeah.
All right, I'll try that one more time at the end of the podcast. But yeah, no, she was probably the most eccentric character we have ever met in these videos, which is saying a lot.
That's saying a lot.
A lot.
Because she would kind of just ramble, not always making sense, but always very interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then she was doing this like YouTube radio show, like live afterwards, and she would always kind of like hit us up about it, see if we wanted to come on. It was, I don't know who
Was it
she
about
was.
the apocalypse?
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
There would always be like 5 to 10 concurrent listeners, but
That's more than like Wake Up Mincy.
It's a big family.
so yeah, after the world's largest ball of twine, which was cool. I feel like we've been talking about visiting that place for a long time.
You had a beef with the one in Kansas.
The Cocker City, Kansas one.
The one in Cocker, Kansas is the largest ball
It's
of
the
twine in
largest,
America.
but it's not fun to look at. It's not a perfect sphere. It was made by a bunch of people.
Instead of this
which
one
they-
dude's
like,
passion
which
project.
doesn't make it an impressive feat. Like when one dude does it every day and has to use machinery just so he can reach the top,
Yeah.
that's impressive. When 1,000 people like join in whenever they feel like it once a week,
Yeah. No, I mean, like, Barstool Sports as a company could probably make the world's
And it
largest
was
ball
like-
of twine in
yeah.
a couple of years.
he was the first to do it. He was the first to do a big twine ball, and then like anyone can get enough people together and try to break that record. It's not original.
Yep.
I
It's
love how
all-
we've
yeah.
evolved as like a group of guys making videos though, because our first scene, I think, is us painting the world's largest ball of paint, and look at us now. Our most recent one, we're at the world's largest
line.
ball of twine. 13 videos later, what growth?
When we went to the world's largest ball of paint, didn't I eat a chip of the paint?
Yeah, you did. We all ate a chip of the
Yeah,
paint.
yeah,
Do you still have your paint chip from it?
No.
I have it framed.
Wow, you're very good at, like, saving
I
these
try to save
souvenirs.
one heirloom.
Sentimental.
And then do you have, like, a wall of heirlooms? That's great.
I have the gator hunting license framed.
Yep.
I have the duck head. Mine didn't fit my.
And I have nothing, and I always buy something, and the only thing in my apartment is just gray hoodies. I don't have any heirlooms or sentimental souvenirs.
You were
I don't know
saying
where they go.
because I got really excited on our trip to Memphis. We were all gifted these like duck canes, so it's a cane with a golden duck at the tip, and I was like, "Oh, this is so sick! We got to figure out a way to get this in someone's checked luggage so I can bring it home." And then you're like, "Why do you even want to bring this home? It's all just junk. Like, are you ever going to use
Not many
that
people
again?"
get that.
Yeah, like I get
just more
sentimental
stuff.
value from memories.
I
Like,
would
like
agree
to
with you.
Get high on weed and think about things that
Mm-hmm.
I've done, and it's amazing.
But it's not
Items don't do that for me. I don't have the item gene.
I think I've been forced to not have the item gene because anytime I've had an item that has a lot of sentimental value that I love, I end up losing it. I've lost every important thing that I have
not
ever
good at
owned.
Keeping
Just
things
get a
either.
shelf and don't touch it.
Yeah, I don't. The
shelf would help
The first
Yeah.
ever Susie I made,
yeah.
I lost, and that was signed by Manny Pacquiao.
Whose jersey was it?
Oh, it was a Susie, so it was the first
Yeah, right.
green blazer I made, and it had
Larry Bird?
Yeah, Larry Bird
And
on
it was
the back.
signed by Manny Pacquiao?
Yeah, and then I met Manny Pacquiao at like a meet and greet. Manny Pacquiao is a big Celtics fan, so
Okay.
it kind of makes sense. But it was in some of the first vids I made. It had a lot of sentimental value. It was trapped in China over COVID for over a year, 2 years. I finally got it shipped back, and then I either left it at a bar or accidentally dropped it in a box that got donated to Goodwill.
Oh.
So if you ever find that at a Goodwill shop, please let me know. I'll pay top
You should
dollar
hunt
for
that
it back.
down. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like if that showed up in a Goodwill, like someone would have is probably posting a ton of photos of them wearing it.
Yeah.
'Cause it's such a weird article of clothing.
I think you'll find it.
But yeah, we all bought a lot of stuff on this trip. At least you two did. You bought like a $300 accordion.
I did. Yeah.
And is that now just in your pod
It's
studio?
in the pod studio.
Okay.
I got to be honest. I hate accordion.
Okay.
It's something about the look of them, the look of people playing them.
You can't look cool doing it.
It's never. It's like the one instrument that hasn't been adopted by cool cultures. And that might be
yeah.
ignorant.
Dylan.
yeah, but he dropped it.
It's like who is known to play the accordion?
Weird Al.
What groups of people? Polish.
Yeah.
Yeah. Polka and then Weird
Yeah,
Al.
like
Where
John Candy.
Yeah.
John Candy, great actor. I don't know if he would be described as like the face of cool. I don't know.
In a way, but not
Yeah.
not your typical cool.
Yeah. Whereas the flute was made cool by plenty of people who I think of as Jethro Tull.
Yeah.
Have you ever listened
Andre
to him?
3000.
He did a whole
Andre
flute
3000.
album.
But
Yep.
I don't think that flute album's very good.
Nah, flute album stinks.
The names are good.
The names of the
Ron
songs are
names are
good.
Burgundy.
sentences.
Jethro
Yeah.
Tull is incredible with a flute. If you've never listened to him, look him up. He's like probably one of my favorite rock and roll artists.
I didn't know you were such a flute head.
I'm not a flute head. I am a Jethro Tull head.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll be.
And then Nick bought a giant missile.
How about a missile? It was it's tank artillery, so not a missile. People were shitting on me. It's not a missile. It's just a big tank shell.
Yeah, which you gave away at a comedy show.
I did, yeah, and I that was short-sighted because we did a real missile giveaway at a comedy show, and people were pretty uncomfortable with that. I didn't think that, and then I went up to my set. I was like, "Hey, who wants this missile?" And these two guys raised their hands. I gave them the missile, and then they left. They didn't see my set.
Their
So-
choices were to keep the missile safe or watch comedy, and they
They just left with the missile, which was heavy as fuck too.
it's like 50 pounds.
But it was a nice giveaway item. They're gonna remember the comedy show. I'm sure that's what sold tickets.
So Nick bought that missile at a place called Drive a Tank. Now, we're here with a former Marine. Have you ever driven a tank?
Never driven, no.
Damn. We got one up on you.
You really do.
Well, Donnie did after 30 seconds of training, the most lax training I've ever seen. Of like not the actual tank cockpit. It was like a reproduction of it, but it was like made of like sticks and tape. He's like,
Yeah.
you're gonna pull this and then do this, and Donnie's like, does it, and he's like, yeah, you're good, you're ready to go.
Yeah.
And then you
so-
just had free reign of a fucking
I
Abbott.
know. I could have easily gone rogue.
Yeah.
And then so I had one guy who was looking over my shoulder just to make sure I didn't do anything too crazy. And he kept on being like, all right, you can go faster, you can go faster. And then I started going faster. And at one point he was like, Jesus, dude, what are you doing? Slow down, slow down. Yeah, it was a very thin line. But I mean,
They yelled at me too because I was doing the crossword while in the tank.
oh yes. Yeah, I think that's
Doing the
what
daily.
got them mad because
They
I
got
started
mad.
to go fast and they were worried that
We were
you were
on
going to
our
get
phones.
knocked off the tank.
Right.
Have you ever been inside a tank? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Not
so you,
comfy, man. What's the deal?
Worst.
No,
So
yeah.
loud.
What's the fucking deal,
hard.
man?
So loud.
It hurt- it
Because at
hurts.
first you think like this is gonna be so cool, and it sucks.
Everything hurts.
Yeah. Like
I was in pain.
There's no. It's just vibrating all
Yes.
the time. So loud.
Now, is this while you were like in boot camp and while you were trained to be a Marine, or was this
No,
actually?
there
when
wasn't like a tank. It was called a Bradley, which is pretty similar. Like
that may have been what we were actually
We were in an
driving, 'cause-
Abbott, and then we
Yeah.
were in a, like, I think a bona fide tank, and
Yeah. If you search drive a tank, yeah, because like the Abbott looked exactly like a tank, but they were like, no, it's actually not.
yeah,
like tank heads are the fucking worst, dude.
Yeah.
Like it's a tank. Actually, that's an Abrams.
agree.
Shut up,
The
dude.
owner of this place was a tank head.
he's a tank.
He
head.
They're the
was,
fucking
he was
worst.
smug.
He was
He
very
respected
smug.
us none.
Zero.
As men, he didn't respect what we were doing. Like
But
what we
it's
did
Tank
for a
guys and gun
living.
guys in general are terrible.
Yeah.
We went in and like our guy Chris asked if something that looked like a bazooka was a bazooka, and he did like a cartoonish scoff and was like, a bazooka?
Yeah, that's an AR-15, bud.
Yeah.
It looked just like a bazooka,
And
whatever
it's
it
like
was.
you
An
think about.
AT-4, is that what they called it?
Beats me.
Yeah.
But he was just he was proud of his tanks. And he had some
But
nice
was
pieces.
he a former?
No.
Exactly.
no, yeah. I don't think he had
That
Just
and
for
like,
the love of the game.
the
Yeah.
people who get into tanks without having any professional experience with war or tanks is a red flag to me.
I feel like anybody that's not currently using them for their job
Right.
and is super into it is a red flag for me.
And get like cocky about
Yeah.
their status with tanks.
yeah. How many rivets does this one have if you know so much about
Yeah,
it?
right.
But like we called the Abbott a tank, and he was just like, "That looks like a tank to you?" We're like, exactly. Yes.
Anything, anything that has tracked wheels on
That's
it looks
yes.
like
That's a
tank.
fucking tank.
Yeah.
Yep.
Even a Bobcat tank.
Tank.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tank.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah.
Yeah.
And then think about the people who seek out that experience. Like,
It was kind of cool though.
it was
I mean,
cool, but like to do that for your bachelor party, to pay.
Yeah, I mean,
Have the wind blowing in your hair at 17 miles an hour.
It's
Be nice.
fun.
It's
but
fun.
It's. I feel like it's for men who want to feel, who want to role
Can you
play.
It's a
Shoot
role
it?
play.
It's a role play.
No,
You can't shoot.
you can't shoot it.
no, for sure not. We did get to run over two
Yeah.
cars.
They
That
really
was,
run over
that was a
cars.
cool
And one of the
experience.
That's fun.
Because we
That was
didn't
cool.
feel it physically.
No, it was so
It
big,
an
you just-
instantaneous flattening.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's true.
So it probably looked cool, but like I was up at the top. I couldn't even see the car that we were running.
Yeah.
over.
Yep. I couldn't see anything. It does look very cool. We use it as like while the opening credits are playing, it's us driving over cars, which I think is one of the coolest
It
looking intros.
Oh, yeah.
To an episode. But when like you're in there, and I was the one actually like driving it over the car, you couldn't really feel anything or see much. He was just like, I don't want you to steer, so I couldn't even have my hands on the steering wheel. He was just like, just push down. The car is right in front of you. You'll just go directly over it. So I didn't really have to do much.
Now, would you guys want to do an adult sandbox where you could do like an excavator and
Yes.
bulldozer and things like that?
I would like that.
A construction
I think
site, like
construction machinery is actually fun.
that would be great.
Do those exist?
Yeah, Digger Park.
Oh, does it?
Yes.
Oh, it does?
Yes.
Where's that?
I don't know. We talked about it on the Yak with some Philly comics.
Oh.
I would go there. We should go there, Donnie.
Diggerland. That's what it is.
Diggerland.
A day trip there.
Yeah, day trip into Diggerland. Yeah,
Where is it
Wait, we'll
located?
go up. Wait, what's their
Oh, it's
tagline?
in-
Can you scroll up?
West Berlin.
Drive, ride, soak, and slide. Oh yeah, that's a nice day.
We got to go there.
Where is West Berlin?
Wisconsin?
Oh, it's in
Philly, dude. We could definitely do that
New
for
Jersey.
day tripping.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
That's
go
an
move
easy
some
day
sand
trip.
around.
Yeah, leave Chicago just to go.
Wait, can you drive a fire truck as well? Is
oh,
that
it's
what
for
it is?
children. See, I don't want one. I want one that kids aren't even allowed to go.
Yeah,
to.
yeah. I would feel
Like, this
comfortable
is
operating
like
a bulldozer around kids.
I
I
want one
did
that's
with no
like
experience.
legit. That you.
Oh yeah, I
can-
used to work at a concrete plant.
I operated the front end loader and had to like get concrete mix, fill the.
That had to have been
shovel?
illegal, right?
Yeah.
Was that like
barrel,
a
and then
summer job for you?
Yeah, and ride it up a ramp. And the thing about blue collar guys is that they refuse to give like hands-on teaching because I think they think that's like feminine. so they'll just tell you once and leave you to it. So I'm like
You're in high school.
spasming, scared, riding it up a ramp.
Did anything ever go wrong?
No, but I like froze once, and I needed him to come in and take the wheel from me.
I've seen you freeze before. One time you were on a 6-foot boulder. Mm-hmm. And then
oh yeah, you hated that.
We needed you to get down, and you just kind of like froze. You were like, I can't do it.
Not like the boulder.
I am afraid of falling from a height that would severely injure me. I'm not afraid of heights. I'll go to the top of a tower.
Yeah.
But I won't get on top of anything.
When you watch those videos with like the Russians that are going up the radio towers and they'll hold like a GoPro,
Ooh, I
nothing
get very
worse.
nervous.
it makes my
parkour
balls
guys.
hurt.
Those guys die all the time.
Yeah, and that is the thing. Like, it's
Yeah.
not like, oh, you're scared for no reason. It's like, these are the men who die disproportionately young.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like, I still can't believe people commit suicide by jumping off of things, because like it gives you like 3 seconds to just immediately be like, fuck, why did I do this? And
Which has
and
been
a lot of people
proven.
who have survived suicide attempts from jumping off things, that's exactly what they say.
Yeah.
They're like, the right after I jumped, I was like, why did I do this? Fuck.
That is interesting, because you would also have to think like survival instincts are at play, and you naturally are like, fuck, I can't die.
Yeah.
But still, I don't want that. I don't want seconds of time to have a conscious thought.
To regret.
No.
You've almost died jumping off of stuff in Rediscovering. The rope swing
Yeah, so the
and
rope
the
swing.
tree. Jumping out of the tree.
Twice.
Tree.
Yeah.
The tree, like, surprisingly, I was
you-
fine
you
after
dove
that. But,
into
like,
water
I fell
that's
out
like
of
a
a tree.
foot
I hit
deep.
like every branch on the way down and landed in like a foot of water. But I was fine after that.
You shouldn't have been.
And then on the rope swing, I mean, I was fine after that too. But just when we looked back at the footage, like my head was so close to just nailing a rock.
Our camera guy, you were like, am I far away from the rock? And he was like, yeah, you're good. You were 2 inches away. And that was in like semi-frozen water to where like,
Yeah.
I don't know if we're going to be able to like get you if you hit your head and pass out.
Yep. But no, I've been good. By far the highest thing I've ever jumped off of was a bridge in Mostar. I think it's Mostar, Bosnia. This thing was
remember
just
that,
enormous. Sam, see if you can find the clip. And me and my cameraman jumped off, and my cameraman was kind of a daredevil, used to doing things like that. He jumped, and he had perfect form, but ended up fracturing something in like,
No
his knee.
shit.
And it was not able to walk for the rest of the trip. And then me, when I jumped, the guy there who was kind of training us how to land smoothly was like, oh my God, that form was horrendous. But I was perfectly fine.
No kidding.
Every-
Donnie, it's not stopping.
Wow, dude.
How
that
high
is
up was this?
Dude, it was like,
Shit.
it may have been like 90 feet. Something like that.
Wow, dude.
So that's the most scared.
Were you scared?
Yeah. I was very scared. This was the most scared I
It would be
have
weird
ever
if you
been.
It would be
doing
weird if you
anything.
weren't scared.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And you just did it.
Damn, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, you're falling for a long time.
I bet
That was
you
a
that
good
doesn't do
fall,
it
though.
justice. It was a good fall.
So you were able to process like thoughts as you were falling.
And we had to train, because if you don't land correctly there, you can like, at least have severe bruises, but at worst you can break legs.
Oh, was the current pretty
Break a
quick in there
back.
too?
Yeah, and then there's like a current.
I'm extremely proud of my chronic fear of things like this, because every locale that's known for people jumping off things into water is also known for killing and shattering teens.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you're going to the cliff jump. Oh, yeah, that's the one that kills the teens all the time. So, yeah, I think that's a fair thing to be afraid of.
Yeah.
I agree.
I think a bridge is actually probably one of the safer things.
Yeah, I do think it's weird when there are people who are like afraid to drive over bridges. But I mean, I guess I can see why, but
Cliffs.
Cliffs are scary.
People are always falling off cliffs.
and cliffs scare me. I went to the Cliffs of Moher in Ireland, and they don't really have a gate along the cliffs, and they just have like a path that leads along the cliffs. And I was terrified walking along that path. I was like, we are way too close to this cliff.
And they can just
Yeah.
crumble.
Back up.
Yeah.
Every girl
I feel like
has
Marines always jump off shit for fun.
I love jumping off
Yeah,
shit.
yeah,
do.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it is a rush.
Hido Point in Okinawa was one of my favorite spots ever. Like, because you could,
Hido Point.
yeah, like you had these little gumballs that you would carry in your pockets or in your hands, and you would jump off and you would like go like this, and they would make little debris come off of it, and there'd just be hundreds of thousands of fish that just surrounded you.
Really?
And it was
Every review of
unbelievable.
Okinawa is 100 out of 100.
It's amazing.
Like it's
yeah.
a paradise, and it's like and people are still moving to Phoenix instead.
Yeah.
It's easier to move to Phoenix and Okinawa.
Look how beautiful
is.
it is.
That is
Yeah,
stunning.
It's great. I have some questions for you guys about Minnesota related.
Yeah.
First up, is there or is there not a Bubba Gump shrimp in Minnesota?
Is this like a trivia question?
There has to be. There has to be.
You would think maybe in the Mall of America would be the one place
Right.
It's
where
in
it would
tourist
be.
traps like the Mall of America.
But I don't really recall seeing one in the Mall of America, and I feel like if it's not in the mall, that there wouldn't really be another place for it to be.
I don't know what answer would be crazy.
I'm locking in absolutely yes.
I'm locking in no. Surprisingly, no.
I'm gonna lock in. No.
I'm gonna switch to yes, and it's gonna be
that's
a
fucked
really
up.
unique one. It's gonna be an off the wall Bubba Gum.
The answer is yes. There's two.
No.
There's one in the Mall of America, and then there's one in Duluth.
No kidding.
So there's
Wait, there's a
two.
Bubba Gump in Duluth?
There's two. There's 30 Bubba Gumps nationwide, and two of them
There's
are in
only
Minnesota.
30?
What?
Yeah. All right.
Oh, I thought they were way more common.
So I have 6 questions that are all related to
Okay.
Minnesota. How many, this is in your wheelhouse too, KB, how many ticketed water parks are there that include slides in Minnesota?
Minnesota
I feel like they probably have a ton.
Probably a ton of indoors, right?
can't be too
But
many though. Like there's only
Wisconsin
so many
Dells are
Remember,
the most.
metro
ticketed.
areas.
Ticketed.
So it doesn't count if it's in like a hotel pool.
Sure.
Or something like
Minneapolis probably has like 3. The area probably has 3 to 4. Maybe Rochester has 1.
I'm gonna go with 8.
Duluth has 1.
Final answer.
I'm going to do
St.
11.
Cloud might have 1. Mankato. I think 8 is perfect. What are you saying?
I said 11.
All right, I'm gonna go 9.
8.
No way.
There are 8
Work,
ticketed
boys.
water park places.
I think 8's perfect. It's funny. Yeah, that's probably.
All right, let's see if you guys did your research before going to the state. What is the state drink of Minnesota?
It's funny because I know the state bird, which they say is the mosquito.
Yeah.
But okay, drink.
Drink.
Did we drink much there? I mean,
No.
Put a
if this was
drink.
Wisconsin, I would probably try to name like a beer, but I don't know if
I could see it being
something hot?
you think hot? I could see like
Cold?
I could see like a shitty pop, like an RC Cola.
It could be a shitty soda,
what else do they drink there?
Diet Sprite.
Diet's definitely not it.
No.
Okay, all right.
No,
Okay.
probably like a heavier.
Something unhealthy. Is it hot
Kool-Aid.
chocolate?
No, not hot chocolate.
Is it alcohol?
Nope.
Okay.
Is it desserty in any way?
Could be paired with a dessert.
Oh, is it milk?
It's milk.
Oh, okay.
Milk is the state drink. How many stores are there in the Mall of America?
Ooh. We barely
That
scratched the
reaction
surface.
would be in the mid hundreds.
Do they count kiosks?
173.
411.
Whoa. 200 flat.
520.
Wow.
520 stores in the Mall of America.
Also, the Mall of America has no central heating. They get all their heat like using a greenhouse effect of all of the skylights and things like that just trap heat in. And then I think some of the stores have heating, but the mall itself does not have heating.
Of all the places
Yeah,
we've
that's
gone, they really rolled out the red carpet for us, though. They were nice
They were
to
nice,
us.
yeah.
Yeah, you usually think reaching out to like a corporate sort of place like that,
Yeah.
they're not going to let you film. Like I considered that if we went to Prince's house, which is called what again?
Paisley Place.
Hazley Place.
Hazley
I think I sent an email. They never got back. I think it's probably very hard to get permission to film inside
That
place.
in Graceland, you're not
Yeah.
getting it.
Prince, my number 1 overall favorite artist.
No way.
We were just talking. We were kind of shading Prince.
We were a little
like,
bit.
We know he's talented. We know he's massive. He was massive, but I've never came across someone who's actively like listening to Prince.
Oh, he's my
So
I
he
have
is,
like
yeah.
almost all of his albums on like vinyl. I think
go.
his version of My Guitar Gently Weeps is my favorite song of all time.
Maybe I probably haven't been
I
fair to
respect
Prince.
that.
And,
I think he's one of the most interesting guys, celebrity stars of all time.
Just the best guitar solo I've ever seen
Mm-hmm.
ever is from Prince.
And he's famously shorter than KB.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, everybody thought you were just a vampire.
So in order to, if you're shorter than me, it's like a famous fact.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's like how did he?
Oh my God.
All right, there's 2 more questions that I have. One, how many Build-A-Bears are there in Minnesota?
I think this might correlate to water parks, maybe a little. But you,
I could see there being 2 in Mall of America. They just got the capybara.
this has to
What would
be
be
like
the point of having
big
2? I think they
tourist
might have
zone.
one large one there. But yeah, I mean, I'm probably going to go maybe 10.
I'll go 5.
KB?
If you're at 6,
2.
Wow.
Yeah.
2 Build-A-Bears.
and that's fair.
Yeah.
And is one in Mall of America?
One of them is in Mall of America. It's the largest Build-A-Bear in America, actually. And the last questions, how many abortions were there in Minnesota in 2022?
Oh,
I
2022.
feel like it's probably a high abortion state.
Do you think so? I think low.
Why do you think low? I mean, are
They're
they known for
really
being very-
tall,
Are they
so they're
godless?
like, no, let's make more tall. They're less likely to.
Yeah, but like they probably have giant babies that would have to hurt.
Oh yeah, they're like, I don't want to have this big baby.
This big baby's gonna.
It's gonna hurt a little more
pussy.
than.
How big is this baby so far?
Yeah,
Oh wait, let's try again and hope we get a smaller one.
right. Yeah. When
Yeah,
two,
wait, there's a
that's-
lot
That's
of
like
fact.
baby evolution.
There's
I
a lot
wonder
of
if that's-
factors that go into
Yeah.
this.
I wonder if bigger or smaller people have more abortions because both have arguments.
I don't think
the
it's
smaller
I don't
part
think it's
argument?
related to
I don't
want to
make
small. It just
a
comes
small
down to
human.
you're like,
I don't
wanna
want to
have
have a tiny son.
But then like people be like, my pussy's
I
fucked.
have to save this
all right, no one
potential
is getting
human from being
size-based
tiny for
abortions.
life.
Right?
Only
Absolutely not.
Based abortion.
No one
only
is
bringing out babies that
You should
growth
abort
charts
this
from,
healthy
like,
child.
zero
It's
to
healthy
9,000.
It's huge.
goddamn big.
This thing's gonna be a
Abort
tank.
it.
So we could give you a C-section, or you could just abort it.
Yeah, this is like a 13-pound baby.
Yeah, you might
Shout
as
out
well just
Trent,
abort
yeah.
I recommend
You don't want a scar.
my medical. It's going to hurt pretty bad.
So
How
put a
many?
number on it. How many?
How
you
many
think?
in the state of Minnesota per year?
Just in 2022? Last known data.
I don't even have a baseline.
I don't have any standard 20,000.
I'll go.
12,000.
I think they're godlier than we are guessing. I'm going to go
Yeah.
9,500.
Oh, you guys split the difference and you're right on. It's 10,200 abortions they had.
Okay, 10,000 club.
Yeah.
10,000 10,000 lakes.
Yeah,
10,000
an abortion
anything.
for every lake.
10,000 Somalis, 10,000 lakes,
abortions.
10,000 abortions.
Yeah.
You guys did pretty well.
That wasn't
Yeah, I mean,
bad.
Nailing the water park to the nose
was
was
good. Yeah,
That
good
was
work,
some
boys.
good shit.
And then I would be remiss if I didn't shout out the Minneapolis rap scene, which KB knows I'm a huge fan of.
You're
Yeah.
anti-slug?
I'm not. No,
Is that his name?
No,
Slug?
I
Slug,
think-
so Slug?
I like Atmosphere, and I like what they do with what is it, like cerebral rap?
Is that what it's called? I don't think it's called cerebral rap. It might be. It's kind of conscious rap.
Conscious rap?
Conscious rap.
But yeah, he started a label, Rhyme Sayers. Check it out. They've had some great artists over the year. Brother Ali, who's a white albino Muslim from Minneapolis. I think, at least for years, he was my favorite rapper.
Really?
His first 3 albums are incredible.
There was a song you played in the van that was pretty bad.
Yeah. That was
Bigger than Jesus.
Chris. But Atmosphere has much better songs than that.
Oh, yeah, he had
Shady
other, yeah.
Atmosphere.
But that song
Trying
wasn't
to
good.
find a balance. Yeah, and then there's a guy who's a little more recent, Prof, who I think is
Prof
my
is
age.
good. He has like a
he's an
cult
older guy.
following. Yeah.
But a great rapper, also from the Twin Cities area. So it's like, yeah, they've got, like, for being kind of like a smaller city, they've made a huge mark when it comes to music. Just with Prince. I mean, Bob Dylan's not from Minneapolis, but he's from Minnesota.
Prince is
Atmosphere,
massive.
Brother Ali,
Young
Prof,
Gravy.
and who?
Young Gravy.
Young Gravy, yes, yeah. Young Gravy, when you see him, you're just like, oh, this guy's 100% from the state of Minnesota. He just,
He looks.
He probably
looks the part.
destroyed his mom's cooch.
Oh, yeah.
yeah. But it's like him and Chef Donnie. You take a look at Chef Donnie,
they do.
even though he's Cuban, you're like, this guy probably lives in Minnesota.
The people that live in Minnesota fucking love it.
They do. They're prideful. And I don't want to make any sweeping generalizations about the state because we only experienced such a small part and only met so many people. I think it could be great.
Yeah, I thought just visually
The look of Minneapolis was great.
The city of Minneapolis looks really cool. It's right on the Mississippi River.
Cool looking city.
Not the largest city on the Mississippi River by any means. There's a lot of Fortune 500 companies there.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, I remember my dad used to have to go there for work a lot. But yeah, Chef Donnie's from the suburb Edina, which they were the villains in the Mighty Ducks movie.
They
No
have a
shit.
reputation.
The
They're
cake
preppy
eaters.
white boys.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
And he
Banks
played
is
for the
original
Edina
team, yeah.
hockey team?
I would assume so.
Yeah.
Yeah. One of his brothers was like very good at hockey.
Did they
like,
sign
maybe
off on that?
potentially even going pro.
Like,
Yeah, I wonder if they did have to get permission to like make this town the villain in a movie. Probably not. I don't know. I don't think you need to get permission
no, I
for
think you can
things
just
like
do
that.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, you'd probably have to get permission if you wanted to like make an actual well, because they
Use
are
their
an actual
team name.
Like you can't make a movie and be like, oh, we're going to make the Dallas Cowboys the villains of this movie.
Yeah, I don't think
You'd
you're
have
allowed
to
to
get
do that.
permission for that. But maybe you don't have to do that for high schools.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, guys, thanks a
Yeah,
lot
this
for
was great.
hopping on.
It was nice to reminisce.
Maybe we'll have you back on before or after the Memphis episode drops.
love
I'd
that.
like to discuss that. Yeah.
But yeah, watch Rediscovering Minnesota when it comes out.
Today's episode of Drop a Pin is brought to you by our friends at DraftKings. It's beginning to look a lot like holidays on the house at DraftKings Casino. Celebrate the season with bright lights and big wins on your favorite casino games. Spin more than 1,000 slots, everything from the classic to exclusive new releases. You've probably seen The Rocket Men starring old Marty Mush and Dana Beers having a great time. You can have a great time too. And new players get 500 spins over 10 days on your choice of cash eruption slots. Download the app and sign up with the code DROP. Then choose from 10 different cash eruption slots and let it spin. In partnership with DraftKings Casino, the crown is yours. Let's hop back into it.
All right, that was Nick and KB recapping our trip to Minnesota. One thing I forgot to bring up is that in the video, I took a lick of this slowpoke that was like at least 40 years old or something like that. Because we found it in this museum that was like a time capsule of America in the 1960s. And one of the grossest things I've ever put in my mouth.
Let me get a lick.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'll take a lick.
Dude. Be my guest.
You took a lick, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I took a lick. I didn't die. I took a lick, but then I put it back in the wrapper. So now it's like...
It looks like bad beef, Donnie.
That's okay.
But
It's just caramel, right?
You're saying these are popular where you're from?
Yeah, so these are basically what I think it looks like the same like material, I guess, or whatever the fuck you want to call it.
Is that a steak-um?
No, it's
slowpoke.
It's caramel. So it's like caramel based. It's hard. It's like a sugar. If you had a sugar baby or a sugar daddy before. That's not a sugar baby or a sugar daddy.
Dude,
it could have been years. Why'd you make that face? You licked it.
I know. I licked it, but like I had to go out and like I started to dry heave and gag because to me.
Oh, grow up.
To me, it tasted like a nursing home because it is very, very old.
You know what it tastes like? Lick it. You want to lick it again?
No.
It tastes like an old used bookstore.
Exactly. That's pretty much where it's been sitting for the last 40, 50 years.
I mean, okay.
But, yeah, this is like a relic, you know?
Yeah, I didn't have to dry
Made a
heave.
long time ago.
Yeah.
All right, now let's get back on track. We got Mook sitting in right now for
up,
our
boys?
Getting Cultured segment because he just got very cultured. He just went to Europe for the first time. I remember the first time you were on this pod, we had all just gotten our holiday bonuses, and you were like,
Yeah.
I want to go somewhere tropical, do a little solo vacation. Did that ever happen?
No. I remember we were throwing around sandals.
Yeah.
Sandals,
yeah.
Is right up your alley.
Sandals Jamaica, all-inclusive. I chose Italy over that. Maresh talked some sense into me and was like, you can go to Italy for like less than sandals.
Oh, for sure.
And I was like, yeah, right. You're smoking dick. And then I looked it up, and like flights were pretty cheap, hotels were cheap. Like I ended up spending a lot of money there, but getting there and staying there was like not expensive.
Would you say most of the money you spent in Italy was on food?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's usually worth it in Italy.
Yeah, 100%. We ate good. I ate good.
You went with a lady friend?
Went with a lady friend.
Oh, hell yeah.
Went with my queen. Yes.
Did she expect you to like pay for her flights?
She was a G. We split everything.
I like that.
Yeah.
I think that, I mean, if you've been together for like 4 years or something, then it's like, hey, babe, I'm going to take you on a vacation. If it's like,
Yeah.
if you have not been together super long, and obviously if you're not loaded, it's like, I'm sorry, babe,
Look,
we could probably
See, I feel like it goes.
split this trip.
I feel like it goes the opposite way. When you're more like back in the day, I'd be much more likely to pay for things if I was first starting dating somebody versus like you've been together for a long time.
Obviously, pay for meals, buy her gifts and things, but like a trip to Italy right off the bat, that's like, and if she kind of knows like you're not like loaded or
Oh, she knows. Yeah.
independently wealthy or something
Yeah,
like that,
that's fair.
it's like a lot to be like shell out like, babe. But because it's like, you know, you could just tell her straight up, I probably can't afford to pay for you, but if you're willing to pay for your flights, like I'll pay for meals there. We'll have a great time, and like most girls are going to be down for that.
Yeah, I don't have fly you out money, but I have Venmo me after dinner money. You know, like let's split this down the middle. But it was a great time. Flew out from O'Hare. Right off the bat, crazy. There was a group of people huddled together at our terminal with Olive Garden branded backpacks. Like Olive Garden was on a corporate trip on our flight.
Oh,
Going to check out the tour to Italy.
Do they send like all their managers to Italy once every like 4 years to do research?
Dude, I sat next to one of them, and he was like, yeah, they're sending us to do market research.
Wow.
Okay.
That's a good gig if you can get it. I mean, people always say you got to go to Tuscany to try the blush wine.
Yeah. I was so confused. I was like, do you guys like work for Olive Garden? And they're like, yeah, you can't just like buy these backpacks.
Oh,
See, I thought
They were
Olive
like
Garden
pretty pissed that I was like,
I thought the people at Olive Garden were like perfectly okay with being inauthentic Italian food, like the most Americanized Italian food on earth. The fact that they're actually making an effort to like be more Italian and like, oh, so what are the Italians eating these days? Maybe we should add a new dish to the menu.
Dude, they did 5 days and 5 nights in Rome, like a squad of them. I didn't know Olive Garden had bread like that.
That has
they
to be.
do. It's endless, actually.
The sticks.
In order to keep those people employed at Olive Garden for so long, that's probably like a carrot that they dangle in front of them. Like once you kind of work your way up to manager and do like 5 years as a manager, you get a free trip to Italy for market research.
Pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Pretty sweet gig.
Nice. So you arrived there. It was your first time in Europe. Was it your first time outside of the U.S. or?
I've been to Mexico and Canada, but I don't really count that.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think Mexico counts.
Mexico counts, but if you're at an all-inclusive in Cancun,
maybe not. Yeah,
I don't know if it counts.
If the primary language around you is different than English, I feel like that counts.
So Europe.
Yeah.
What'd you think?
It was. I miss it every day. It was the best week of my life.
Really?
It was fucking amazing.
Love to hear that.
It took me a second to like I'm a very like Northeast like scumbag, like you know, like I fit in at sandals.
Yeah.
I stuck out like a sore thumb in Italy, but I was loving every second of it.
And did you stay somewhere where you could walk most places?
Yeah. So in Florence, we stayed right next to the Duomo.
Oh, Duomo's sick.
So we were just like right in the middle of the action. We walked everywhere. And then in Rome, we were right in the middle of like the touristy spots. Like we were close to the Pantheon.
Okay, cool.
But the thing that like really hit me in the face the most was the pace.
It's a lot slower.
When you go and sit down for breakfast or get an espresso, it is like it fucked me up how long it took to get service in the beginning, and then I was like, oh wait, they're in no rush.
No rush at all. It also takes very long to get the check after you eat.
I had to bark down some checks. There were some nights where I was like, oh, we'll do a 3-hour dinner, no problem. Like that's it. But then some nights we were like, we got to get back for something or we need to eat a quick lunch. But we could have just sat at these restaurants for like 4 hours.
I know. I actually got in trouble in Venice. We had a meal and like we had somewhere to be, and they never walked over with the check. Finally, I got out of my seat. I walked up to the server. I said, "Could we please pay, sir?" He gave me the worst look.
Oh, yeah.
Of all time.
You almost feel bad asking for the check.
I
like,
know.
can I please give you money? And they're like, why the fuck do you want to leave?
I know.
It's like, dude, I got shit to do. But
Yeah. Was there anything that you couldn't get in Italy that you really missed about America?
I think towards the end, around day 6, I did get a little tired of pasta pizza and like just pasta and pizza constantly. I could have used like a burger.
Okay.
I could have used some American food at the end, but like at the same time, every meal was amazing.
And when it comes to Italian food, it's not just pizza and pasta. They have like some other types of Italian food out there.
I ate like exclusively pizza and pasta.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a lot of that and wine. I obviously like the Florentine steak too. Mm-hmm. I ate a lot of what's the cheese?
Stracciatella?
Oh, the gooey cheese, the burrata, tons of burrata.
Yeah. No chicken parmesan.
No chicken parm.
Yeah, that's something that Italian Americans sometimes like have a hard time dealing with when they get to Italy. Like, oh, you guys don't eat chicken parm?
Oh, it's the most, when you think about it, chicken parm is like the most American thing ever.
Yeah.
Let's fry chicken and throw cheese all over it.
I mean, could you find a lot of meatballs? Because there's not
No
a lot of,
meatballs.
like, there's not a lot of like spaghetti and meatballs. You know,
No.
It's all kind of very unique sauces.
Cacio pepe.
Yep.
It was fucking amazing, man.
You more of a white sauce guy or a red sauce guy?
I did a lot of white sauce over there because I in America I eat a lot of red.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love a good white sauce. Sometimes like a red sauce, I'll get heartburn.
Yeah, it's the acidity of the tomatoes.
Mm-hmm.
One of my favorite parts too was every meal you could just rip cigs at the table.
Yeah,
because we were sitting outside everywhere, and I don't smoke cigarettes in America. I smoked like almost a pack a day in Italy.
Has that been like a tough transition?
Very. I'm like withdrawing right now. Yeah.
That will happen to you.
I started buying cigs here.
Shit.
Yeah, as a treat. But I'm slowly weaning off. But the cigs there were amazing. For some reason, they taste better. Everyone said it, and I didn't believe it. And then I bought a couple packs, and I was like, oh, damn. Mm-hmm. I get why everyone smokes here.
Yeah, the cigs taste better. And then did you feel better after having a large meal? Like sometimes you have a big meal in the U.S. and you're like, oh, fuck. I'm going to go I'm pretty much in a coma right now. But something about the bread and what they use in their food, you kind of like, you'll have a huge meal, but you'll feel great afterwards.
Yeah, I didn't feel like weighed down like you do in America after a big meal. Like I think part of it has to do with how much you're walking, but also part of it is the ingredients. Like you don't feel sick after like taking down a big meal. It was like I would eat a big meal and then I'd have energy to go like drink more. Whereas here it's like if I have dinner, we're going to have dinner and drinks and go home. There it was like dinner, drinks, keep going.
I feel like in the U.S. it's a badge of honor just to like eat and drink until you feel sick.
Yeah.
Like that's the norm.
We do it. It's like sport here.
Yeah. Yep.
I also went to a soccer game, a football match in Rome.
Shit.
Stadio, I forget what it was called, but it was AS Roma. Completely different culture than here. They're chanting the entire 90-minute match.
Yeah.
Like in unison, like they're breaking out into song.
It's a lot more than just EAGLES Eagles.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Defense.
They're also smoking cigs in the stadium.
Oh yeah. I remember that from Turkey because in Turkey you can't get any booze in the stadium, but you can definitely chain smoke. So I was just drinking coffee and chain smoking.
Yep, there was that, and then they had Roma was home. They were playing another team, and the away team had like a section that was roped off by police to make sure the Roma fans didn't like fight this away team.
Yeah.
They have like police presence to protect the away team. It's nuts.
Yeah, fans don't really mix in Europe. Whereas if you're going to, like, is there an area of a stadium like in the NFL that the away fans usually sit? No, I think everyone's pretty much just mixed in together.
Except for like the Black Hole in Oakland, like those kind of places.
Yes. So where was the Black Hole? Was the Black Hole like
it was? I think
upper level there.
I think
or
it was in one of the end zones.
Okay, yeah.
I think it was like end zone right in the old Coliseum.
Yeah, that reminds me of the self stands at Hong Kong Sevens Almost
Yeah, it looks like it's in the
exactly,
end zone.
just-
Yeah, I think people they used to stay out of there. It's hard to tell on a old Oakland picture because it's in a baseball stadium, so that makes it
Yeah.
more difficult. But yeah, I think that's one of the only spots that they do it. Maybe the Dog Pound has one too.
I wouldn't know. I do kind of like that. If like I think all arenas and stadiums should have one section where it's like anything goes here.
Yeah.
So it's like if you're going to a game with your 5-year-old kid, don't bring them to that area. If you're going to a game with your parents, don't bring them to that area. But if you're going with a few of your boys and you're trying to get rowdy, just book tickets for that section.
The rowdy
And-
section,
and
yeah.
then you can do whatever the fuck you want.
Jacksonville actually has a little section kind of like that.
Is that where they have like a hot tub or
No, it's
that's not
right. It's pretty
Jacksonville.
close below. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's section 124, and it's a stadium that, like, on your tickets, it will say no sitting.
All right.
So like that's the Bold City Brigade sits there.
Okay. And you'll see some raunchy shit there probably.
Yeah, probably like an old trailer nipple.
Love it.
Yeah, it should just be a section where like the tailgate keeps going. Like
Yep.
no rules.
Yeah, and as long as you have that cordoned off and it's not going to spread to the rest of the stadium, like who cares if people are fucking and fighting? in
Fucking
there?
and fighting. Yeah.
Yeah, and as long as you know that you might see people fucking and fighting if you sit there, it should be all good.
Yeah.
All those Europe, like that video where you see Jokic is like, nothing here makes me nervous. I played in Serbia, brother. And then they'll show like the Serbian stands with like flares and shit inside. That I would love to go to one of those games.
Yes, I've been to really rowdy soccer games. I've never been to one of those really rowdy basketball games, which is even crazier because you're just in an indoor enclosed
so
area
small.
that starts to like fill with smoke.
Yeah, it looked like the places that Jokic played had like 8,000 people, and it was insane.
Yeah, got to get to one of those.
One of the another thing that stunned me in Italy were the bathrooms. Just wild bathrooms. They're all old, number one, which is fine. It's an old country. They all have bidets.
Oh, really? Okay.
Every bathroom in Italy had a bidet, and apparently their plumbing is like insanely weak.
Yeah, just because the plumbing's so old.
It's so old. So, little context here. Me and the lady, we haven't known each other for like that long. So this is kind of like a spontaneous thing. I've never farted in front of her. I've never shit in front of her.
Oof. Oh, man.
Brandon Walker has been married for, well, I don't know, 20 years. He still has never farted in front of his wife, which I think is crazy.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
But like, so I was playing like the hide and seek poop game. Like it was like, I got to like sneak shits in. I got to sneak farts in. And we're eating a lot of like pasta.
Yeah.
And it's not like ruining my stomach, but like I got to shit.
Yeah.
So like I'm sneaking in shits at cafes. I'm sneaking in shits in fucking restaurants in Trastevere, like all this shit. And the plumbing's weak, so you got to be like pretty careful. And some of the toilets, they don't even let you flush toilet paper down them.
Yeah.
They have a trash can
Yes.
right next to the toilet for like shit wipes. Diabolical.
Yep.
So I'm playing this game the whole time. I'm like sneaking shit. Sometimes I have to hold the shit for like an hour and a half or 2 hours, which is like fucking me up.
And then you're not enjoying anything else because all you're thinking
All
about
you're
is
thinking
keeping
about is
your
shit.
butthole closed. Yeah.
Yeah, so there were some times where it got like real like sketchy where it was like, oh hey, like I need to go grab an espresso. Like, you know, I would just panic, be like, oh, I'm gonna go grab an espresso. I'd be on like my 4th espresso of the day, but really I'm just taking a shit at a cafe.
And that makes you want to shit more.
Yeah, and then, so I'm stuck in a shit cycle, and and at one point we walked from like our place in Rome all the way to Trastevere, which is like Trastevere's like their trendy town.
Okay.
In Rome, it's like across a bridge. It's supposed to be like an up and coming, or it's old, but it's supposed to be like their trendy, whatever, their spot. And I was holding in this shit because we were touring the Coliseum, we toured the Forum, and the entire time I had to poop. And eventually we just get to Trastevere, and we're at a cafe just sipping like Spritz, Aperol.
I prefer the Campari spritz.
And I was just like, I'm gonna go use the bathroom. I closed out my check before at the counter because I was like, we're in dangerous.
You're gonna have to poop and run.
Poop
there's
and
a good
run.
chance it will overflow.
So I go take care of the check. I go take a shit, and just I think I blew up a bathroom in Trastevere.
Love it.
Yeah.
I think I just ruined the plumbing.
Yeah.
Like, I apologize to whatever place that was. It was a buildup of shit, but like, it was the type where I like got up and just sprinted out, and I was like, we have to go now.
That's a veteran move, knowing to pay the check first, just so you can just immediately
I like
poop
that.
and dash.
I was like, this is going to be a problem.
Now, I haven't been in the dating game for a while. I've been married 16 years. If you're on a trip like that for a full week, I feel like day 3, both of you need to sit down and have a conversation and be like, listen, we both poop. Let's stop the charade. I'm going to have my morning time, and then we're going to wait 15 minutes, 20 minutes, and then you go in, or vice versa.
Or we can let the girl poop first.
She can hold it. But I feel like that needs to be a conversation to be had. Now, it does take immense bravery, but I feel like it's worth it in the long run. To just get it out there, be like, hey, we both do this. I'm fine. Just please don't leave streaks on the toilet.
Yeah.
I wish I did that, because the amount of like fake showers I took.
Yeah.
Oh, you're just turning on the shower.
Just turning on the shower,
pooping?
being like, I'm just going to rinse off real quick.
And the other person knows.
They knew. Yeah.
She knows.
Yeah. Like, she would like get ready for the night, and I'd just be like, I'll be on the balcony.
Yeah.
So it was a game of poops, and I just feel really bad for that place in Trastevere. I apologize. I hope I didn't actually ruin your plumbing. I don't think I did. It might have just been clogged.
All right.
But the bidet thing also, it helps because you don't need as much toilet paper.
Yes, the bidet was nice.
I love a bidet. It's my thing that I miss the most when I'm traveling, like from home.
Yeah.
It's because I have one on every toilet in my house. And so when I go somewhere else, I'm like, feel like I'm walking around with dirty ass all day.
Yeah, the bidet had me singing on the toilet.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh.
Feels nice, yeah.
That's kind of a nice.
Up the pressure a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure in some foreign countries they look at Americans as just dirty asshole people, because like most people never do a wet wipe. It's just all dry wipes. And when you think about it, it's like you're still leaving a lot of poop around your butt.
Yeah.
Which is why it's crazy that eating ass has become so big here.
I know.
It's a
Where
great
it's
point.
like most people have not used a bidet. So like regardless of how clean they claim their asshole is, there's going to be some poop around it.
I feel like that's not a spontaneous fuck move. I feel like that's when you prepare and like you get out of the shower and you're like, if we're going to do this, now is the time.
Yeah, it's got to be immediately post-shower.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for coming on, Mook. I think if you're listening to this and you've always been a resort guy, hopefully this inspires you to try something new, because it is like, I was looking at the prices of some all-inclusive resorts and they are steep. So it's like you could do a week in Europe for a lot cheaper and, soak up some culture.
My flight was $600.
Awesome.
And I think each hotel, we paid up a little bit for hotels because we were like, we want to stay in nice areas. Mm-hmm. We had a balcony in Rome that like overlooked a big, busy palazzo or whatever. So we paid up for hotels, but you can get cheap lodging there.
Yeah. 3
nights for like $500, $600 if you really want. I think we paid somewhere like $800.
If you really want, you can find places in Italy that are $100 a night, which is like you can't really do in the U.S. anymore.
No. So
awesome.
I can't wait to go back. I'm legitimately trying to boondoggle ways for Barstool to get me there. Like, I want to spend a month in Florence.
I think it's more likely you'll find ways to get because you came to me with the idea of doing some cruise content, which I think is a great idea.
Yeah.
Just like doing one of those, like the trashiest cruise we can find.
Yeah.
And documenting it. That might be more likely than finding a way for Barstool to send you to Italy. But
did you do stand-up tour on a cruise?
Ooh, yeah, no, that's a thing.
Yeah.
There are comic cruises.
Yeah, I mean, you should do that.
I'm sure Rome has a comedy club somewhere, just because there's like a...
They did. I looked it up. They had something, but it's definitely less prevalent there than it is in like Spain.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they have Scholars Bar there. It's like the big expat bar. That's where I watched the Super Bowl when I was in Rome.
I believe I watched football there.
Okay, yeah. That is the spot if you're trying to watch American sports in Rome. It's a great time.
Yeah.
Well, thanks, Mook.
Of course. Thanks for having me. Appreciate you guys.
No problem.
Appreciate it.
We got the entire anus pod except for Rudy on this podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck Rudy. You don't need him.